Hi everyone, I'm back with an update in reference to this message I sent out about the simple error I made in Canvas. If you recall, this was about copying a page from one of my previous classes into a new one. It was cool to see, even though she is on break for her leave, Trevor Thomas, who is the official full-time DE coordinator, posted this response on my YouTube page. So I'm going to try this out later. I've actually, embarrassingly enough, never done it. So one of the things I want to emphasize in this video is that, Canvas is so full-fledged that you can actually not, you can teach for it in years and not know all the functions or not use all the functions, which is, by the way, a great thing versus an LMS system that doesn't have much to offer and you actually run out of functions and it causes problems. So let me just try something with you. So what I wanted to do was, I'm going back to my old class. This is my 110 class I referred to. And I set up this test page. So I went to my files, I uploaded this test coyote logo, and I created this test page. So what I should have mentioned in my video last night was that when you work on one of your classes and you're trying to do what I was trying to do, so let me go to my spring quarter class. One of the easiest things to do is to actually do an import. And so you'll find that, as you just saw there, under settings. So I'm going to try this, and let's just see what happens with our import in terms of getting the stuff I need to get into my shell. Because obviously one thing I could do is, I could still cut and paste, and then if I had a file, I could just download that file and re-upload it into my files in the current class. But let's try our import course content just as an experiment. So what I want to do is, I'm actually not copying the whole Canvas class, but I'm clicking on that default function, which is copy a Canvas class. If I wanted all content, that would be the entire class. I'm going to select specific content, and I need to look up, I'll type in ANT 110, and that will open up. This is only going to be if I'm doing typically the whole class and I'm wanting to adjust all my assignment dates and discussions and so forth. So for now, I'm clicking copy a Canvas class, applied Anthro, select specific content, hit import. You'll see this working here. If you ever have issues, it'll tell you the issues and you can click on that. Now, first off, because I haven't said what content, I need to click again and select my content. So I want something within the modules. This would give me all modules. I actually don't want that. And I've made the mistake in the past that I've copied stuff in and I didn't select the specific module, and then I had a slew of stuff that I had to go back and actually delete. So if you click that arrow, that will allow you to select what you want. And if you recall, we want just the test module. And this is going to see, I'm pretty confident it'll import the module and the page for the module. I want to see if the image will be imported as well. So we'll hit select. It's queued, and this usually works pretty quick. And completed. So as you can see, that was really fast. So I'll go back home here, and let's go to modules and see the result. And it should be at the bottom typically. So it's under here, test page. So it copied the module correctly, copied it as published, and it has the page itself. And then, okay, no, it did copy it. So what I'm curious about is this. So the image, because that's the issue I ran into last time. So if I delete that image and I go to files, or actually go to images, and it is indeed there. So that is perfect. So I can select that again, and it's there. I can hit save. So that kind of answered my question. I was concerned whether or not when I did the import, if it imports the file. So indeed it does do that. So that's kind of cool to know, because then it allows me in the future to not run into that error which I talked to you about last night in terms of it not copying that image on my discussion information page. But actually, because we have it, let's go to Trevor's tip. So I haven't tried this before, so just walk you through it as well. So this basically says it's allowing you to validate links in a course. So we'll open the settings, and then we should see the validation link. So let's go back to our class, Deviants. Open settings, and it appears right here on the right hand side. So let's try that. So I think what it will do is it'll go through the entire website, Canvas site rather. It'll check for dead web links, and it should check also for those dead internal Canvas links that happened. And I'll take you through this and we can see the grade I get. I hope it's 0% or whatever, but let's try it out. Start validation. Aha, so this is perfect. So it looks like it's showing 5 broken links. So I think what I should do, this is like very useful actually, because I can get my class correct before it starts. It's showing links to other courses in this resource may not be available. Students in this class under instructor biographies. I actually probably need to click on the page itself. Let's see, maybe it's this here. No, I mean it's showing up. Let me try to see what. Actually, better yet, let's launch the student view. And I think this will block anything that is going to be non-accessible. So that was found under modules. And let's see what's missing. Okay, so in this particular case, I don't see the offending detail. It looks like all the video is showing up. These links should be good, and then link to my web page. Okay, I'm going to actually leave student view, and I'm hopeful that under settings and link validator it will still have the offending links. Okay, it does. And it could be in this case. Let me uncheck that. Okay, so I don't know if I have to restart it. I'm not going to do that, but that's kind of curious. I'm wondering under technology, let's see here. Yeah, so what's going on here? Okay, that makes sense now. So I've done that same mistake. I think what I've done is on this technology page, I copied this in from one of my previous classes. And so it's selecting links that are part of, I believe it's the Canvas user group that you're a part of here, seeing that. So what I'll want to do is go back through my modules and just make sure, in the case of that, it looks like just the technology page, make sure that that indeed is, that those are current. So I'll have to change that one page, it's not too bad. For the heck of it, let's rerun it without the thing about finding links that are broken that are unpublished, because in a sense, if I'm not publishing it, I'm not as concerned about whether or not a student can access that, because they won't be able to see it. So let's do one more search of this to see if that issue on my biography page will go away. So I clicked on this and it downloaded it, but I cannot seem to find a file name preview in my download. So I'm a little mystified by this. Again, I'm looking at this, and if I launch the student view, it seems like it's okay. So probably the last thing I'll do, I won't do it for you here, but I'm going to click on all these and just make sure indeed that my picture is a file available under images, and then I'll also click on all these just manually to make sure. And that's the other thing you can do is when you get to your results, and it's good that they save them here, you can just go back and try to find the offending pages or images and so forth. So in any case, if you want more information about that, you have what Treva has posted, which is really handy. And so if you ever want additional help on some of these topics, you can go to our LTCC Canvas and Online Users group, click on the Canvas Guides for Instructors. It's a very good place to start. It'll ask you to open it in a new tab, and then it has quite a bit of information here. You can choose on the main topics, scroll down, you can look at course analytics, announcements, assignments, attendance, and just about everything else. So I feel like Canvas has all these resources available for us to look at if we get stuck. As I've said earlier, we're never going to know every single feature in Canvas, and we shouldn't get discouraged, because there's always an opportunity every quarter when we teach a new online class here at the college to learn something new about Canvas and how it works, and some of the ways that we can improve its use for our students. So thank you for your time, and I'll be back shortly with yet another video here with LTCC's DE classes here in 2019.